Ferrari spent the last few years following F1's regulations and was adamant that it didn't need to change its design. Many fans expect the team to follow the steps taken by Red Bull to stand any chance of winning the championship. We expected the launch of a significant update package at the last concluded Spanish GP. The new parts appeared in Barcelona and looked like a major step towards a concept change. However, the result of the GP in Spain left many Ferrari fans disappointed. As one of the drivers said, "It was one of the worst races of the season." Today, we shall discuss the miserable reality of Ferrari. Let's get on with it, shall we? After the race on Sunday night, Ferrari's competitive outlook didn't look good, not different from a miserable season. So, how big were the changes? What was Ferrari's reason for initially sticking with its special design? And what made the team leader downbeat at the end of the race? Ferrari's upgrade pack had modified side pods and engine cover and tweaked floor edges. They also added a new rear wing to their cars. However, the Spanish GP was circuit specific, and significant change to the ring mirror casting had only a small effect. Ferrari introduced a change to turn more airflow outwards. The main change to Ferrari cars was on the side pods. When Ferrari started its 2022 car, it had a distinctive bathtub design on the top surface. The team continued with that style this year, but the Spanish GP was the first time the new upgrade deviated from the last year's familiar shape. Although the design looks similar, the rest of the side pod was cut away to create a small downwash ramp. This sweeps airflow down into the coke area, where it's directed towards the top of the diffuser exit. The older models focus on keeping the airflow on the top of the side pod to inflow it toward the center of the car to energize the beam wing and have some impact on the diffuser. The upgrade will sacrifice some airflow to the beam wing but boost the flow at the rear above the diffuser exit. The top surface of the side pod has also changed the outer edge, which was reprofiled and created a more narrow channel at the top of the side pod situated below the duct exit. There are also modifications in the undercut area, including the area around the lower side. Ferrari engineer Jacques Clear was asked why the team suddenly gave up on the design route it had stuck to. He was clear about it, saying Ferrari had remained convinced that its unique approach was the best way to go. But once it had a chance to evaluate a version closer to what Red Bull has, it appeared on their car. He said the change was implemented because it works. While the underfloor instead of the side pods are the key downforce generator, they work together by boosting the downward ramp and fundamentally changing the airflow management around the side pods and to the car's rear. Many people believe that the upgrade would at least introduce a new development direction similar to that of Mercedes. Plus, Ferrari, short to a slightly different philosophy, would unlock more performance long term. With all these changes, most people expected Ferrari to challenge Red Bull in the Spanish GP. Nonetheless, it was a day for the drivers and the team to forget. One of the drivers, Carlos Sainz, was left frustrated with a 5th place finish on home soil after starting the race on the grid's front row. He believed that the tracks in Barcelona hid any development gains made by the team. He also believes the rate was one of their weakest tracks of the F1 season. The Spaniard challenged for the lead at the onset corner of the race, but soon turned his forces to fend off the challenge from Mercedes behind him. Both Lewis Hamilton and George Russell passed him, followed by the second Red Bull driver, Sergio Perez, and Sainz was powerless to stop them. After the race, Sainz discussed the problem with the team, highlighting the issues with the tires. He called it the weakness of the car. "Honestly, I just spent the whole race managing tires, because we know we are very hard on them. We know it's a weakness of our car, and coming to a high deck circuit, we were managing the whole way, trying to make it to target laps of the stints and still falling short in a few of them." When asked about the upgrades, Sainz replied, "It is difficult to tell. I know the factory made a tremendous effort to bring them, and we probably brought them to our weakest track of the season because of the characteristics of the track, so we probably haven't seen the best of them yet. I still believe with the bouncing and the high speed weakness that we have, we were never going to be very competitive around here, so it's too early to tell, but I think they make a tremendous effort to bring it." Another Ferrari driver, Charles Leclerc, told the press after the race that tire management issues prevented him from breaking into the top 10. The driver battled tire degradation for much of the race. That struggle prevented him from finishing ahead Pierre Gasly in the closing stages for a point after a 5-second penalty received by Yuki Tsunoda. He explained the tire struggles against small changes in tire temperature, which is the main limitation they need to focus on for the races to close the gap to the teams in front. It is the third time Leclerc finished outside the podium contention after a grid drop in Monaco and poor performance in Miami following 2 crashes. He spoke about the team's struggles this season. To be honest, and we are struggling more than I expected. Both drivers were pleased that the upgrades gave them more confidence after testing on Friday. In the second and final stints, the feeling was more where it should be at least, so it got a little better. But still, overall, we're lacking a lot of performance, especially in the race. Ferrari's team leader believes they took a step forward regarding potential, but that was all they got from the race. McLaren's leaders have often talked about how Ferrari's car is so light it gets knocked out of its best working window easily. This problem was masked in qualifying with grip soft tires, especially when conditions are settled, as Ferrari's car also appeared to be wind sensitive. However, when the variables change, the car loses a lot of downforce. Then the drivers either caught out by the push too hard or prompted to drive more conservatively. Although the issues of Ferrari's car go beyond the latest upgrades, we have established that the new modifications are far from the endpoint for the team. However, it is a start of a new direction and, most importantly, a shift in the concept after holding out hope for a long time backing their original design. Let us know your thoughts concerning Ferrari's performance in the Spanish GP in the comments section. Do you think Ferrari can do better in the upcoming races? Could you share your thoughts with us below? If you like this video, remember to subscribe to our channel for more videos and hit the notifications to watch our latest videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.